Hey everybody, this is Robin Taylor with Taylor Freelance, and we're here to talk about some of the idiosyncrasies of the HK VP9. We're really queuing off of some customer feedback we got from a guy named Matthew Hickman. And Matt had the problem that when he put his Taylor Freelance brass backstrap onto his VP9, the mags would only fall out about that far. Now we'll show you some of Matt's video here in just a second to explain it all. What's going on is the Taylor Freelance brass backstrap is not as flexible and has closer, I think it fits more closely than the plastic one that comes from HK. This is only an issue because the side panels on the HK are easily misassembled. Is that the word? The little, let's see if I can get this to dislodge properly while I'm on camera. Come on, little side panels. I can't even get my side panels to move. Oh, there they go. There are little tiny rails. I don't know if you can see those in the image or not, but there are little tiny rails, and those are actually little dovetails. And it's very easy to put this thing on and only get one of the two rails. So without knowing it, the base pad, or excuse me, the side panel will be slightly dislodged outward. And you can see it if you do a close-up on this one. This one fits completely. There's no gap at all between the frame and the side panel. It's very easy to assemble it, and you look down and say, oh, wait, there's a tiny gap there. When that tiny gap shows up, this side panel actually gets cocked slightly to where if you run your finger along here, you'll feel a distinct bump from the corner of the side panel. And Matt Hickman's video will show you that much better than what I'm doing because this is on correctly. Thus, once you put the stiff metallic backstrap on there, it will crush that point down a little bit. Not enough that you'd really notice, but it's putting enough pressure on the side panel to bow the side panel inward. And when it bows the side panel in, particularly if you got it going on both sides, it's enough pressure on the inside of the frame to trap the magazine. So instead of falling out like it's supposed to, which is loose and with lots of clearance like that, it'll go and just sit there. So while I'm sitting here talking about backstraps, it gives me a chance to talk about why we built the backstraps in the first place. When you have the polymer backstrap on the VP9, the VP9 is quite top heavy. The minute I put my finger on the index pad and let go of it all, it starts getting kind of twitchy. It's very easy. I have to hold the gun in place. Contrast that to once I put the brass backstrap on. Now I can put my finger in the same place and it just lays there. It's much, much better from a handling point of view, especially when you're doing a speed reload. Slows it down in recoil and does some other good things. Anyway, I'll hand off to Mr. Hickman and he can show you the problem in more detail. Talk to you soon.
All right, sand here, use a lighter to match the color. Put that on backwards. And it works.